Good evening. Don't keep nudging me. There's really no need to keep nudging me.
I hope you're not going to keep this up all evening just because I beat you at golf.
You didn't beat me at golf. You couldn't possibly beat me at golf. Golf beat me at golf.
I've never seen you so steamed up before, particularly when you hit that ball into that woman's shopping basket.
She was standing right in my eye line. It was a ridiculous place for anybody to stand.
Poor lady. I bet she thought she was pretty safe, too, standing in her own kitchen.
She moved when I was at the top of my backswing.
Actually, it was jolly good luck that it hit that police car en route. Otherwise, it could have been really nasty.
Yeah, well, the police weren't a bundle of laughs either. They tried to breathalyse me. You can't breathalyse somebody when they're playing golf.
I don't know, CD. You had been driving dreadfully badly. Anyway, I beat him.
You didn't beat me. I conceded. Circumstances defeated me. I lost my bottle.
Oh, I thought you'd been drinking.
Of course I haven't been drinking, Clara. It's an expression to lose one's bottle.
Anyway, I don't blame you. I mean, he'd had a really terrible morning. You know, swinging balls all over the place, hitting a police car, nearly knocking a woman out in her own kitchen. What did that gentleman at the clubhouse say?
The professional?
Yes. What did he say when you got back?
He said if I'd put my hand a bit further around the club, I'd have got it right between the eyes.
He didn't.
No, of course he didn't, Clara. It's a joke. It's an old golf joke. That's the punchline.
Ah. What is a punchline?
You honestly don't know what a punchline is?
Not exactly.
Well, it's the bit you always tell first, Clara. I don't know how our marriage has lasted for 10 years.
Oh, now don't start. I did warn him exactly what it was going to be like just before we got married.
She certainly did. I seem to remember she gave me ample warning of what I was letting myself in for. Oh, blasted moths. Go away. Give me aeroplanes any day. At least they don't eat your socks. Do you know what time it is? What do you want?
Sorry?
Do you know what time it is?
It's all right, CD. I'm not going to ravage you.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, I know. That's why we better get our skates on.
What for?
We're eloping.
Oh, no. Not again, Clara. Now, we've been through all that. Now, go home and I'll ring you in the morning.
I can't, CD. I've sent the taxi away.
Well, what are you going to elope in, a milk float?
Well, what's wrong with your car?
It's being serviced.
And why is it being serviced?
Because I'm so fond of it, I thought I'd try and breed from it. It's being serviced, Clara, so that we can go away on honeymoon in it.
Exactly. Now, do you think I could come in? This ladder's getting awfully Wembley.
Clara! Oh. Careful, darling, careful. Come on. That's it. Mind the tortoise.
Hello, Henry. I feel like Sherpa Sing Sing. Were you asleep?
No, I was just about to redecorate the bedroom.
No, I meant because of the shirt.
Oh, the shirt? No, I normally don't sleep in this shirt, Clara. Normally, I sleep in number 8. But there's been a change of tactics and I'm sleeping 434. So if you don't mind...
Why are you wearing a hairnet?
Because I'm filming first thing in the morning, and if I don't, my hair sticks up all over the place. Now, will you please go home, Clara?
You know, CD, there's an awful lot to be said for eloping. It cuts out all that frightful reception business. You know, chicken vol au vents full of cotton wool and telegrams full of dirty jokes. And what do you get out of it all in the end? All your best underwear tied up in knots.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know, CD, but this is what happened to a friend of mine. For a joke, they raided their suitcases and tied knots in all their going-away clothes. It was awful. They didn't have a thing to wear for the rest of the honeymoon.
No, that's not funny.
Do you know they had to stay in bed the whole time?
That's not funny. That's wonderful. Please go home.
Oh, I wish I knew why you were so against it. Eloping, I mean.
Clara.
Do you think you could take that hairnet off?
Clara, I tell you why I don't want to run away with you. I don't want to run away with you because I want to marry you in church the day after tomorrow. With masses of flowers and you looking beautiful, and here comes the bride and all my friends there to see you. And I want to lead you down the aisle on my arm, and I fail to see what you could possibly find wrong with that.
You wait till you taste the chicken vol au vent.
Good night, Clara.
All right, CD. I'll get a minicab home. Good night. If you're quite sure about not wanting to elope.
Yes, I'm quite sure, Clara.
I just thought I'd have one last try. I do love you. Night.
Good night, Clara.
We'll gather lilacs in the spring again and walk together down. CD.
Yeah, sorry, the stairs. Yeah.
CD?
Oh, Bob, clear off, will you? Let me get some sleep.
It's not Bob, CD, it's me, Clara. I brought you some breakfast.
What? You didn't have to come all the way out here with breakfast. What are you talking about, Clara? What? What time is it? Up past 5.
Well, CD, this girl rang up and said it was time for you to get up. Now, when is it you've got to be wherever it is you're going?
Well, there's a car calling for me at 6:15.
Oh, that's more than my luck last night. Go on, eat your breakfast.
You were supposed to be going home in a taxi, weren't you?
Yes, I know, but I couldn't remember your address to tell the driver. I was all right coming here because I remembered about the tortoise in the window box. But when I told this chap this morning to look out for a house in a cul-de-sac...
With a tortoise in the window box?
Exactly. He said he had better things to do with his nights and... something else I couldn't quite catch. So that's why I'm still here. Aren't you going to eat your grapefruit?
What's that in the middle?
Yes, I know. I couldn't find any of those glassy cherry things, so I put that on instead. It's only decorative.
What is it?
It's a button off my blouse.
Now, what else have we got here?
Now that's, well, I'm not quite sure what that is. It started out as something else, but in the middle I forgot how to make it, so... I should leave it if I were you.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, look, I'll just have the coffee.
Yes, I don't blame you.
No, honestly, it was a lovely thought. I hardly ever eat breakfast.
There you are, you see. There's still an awful lot we don't know about each other.
That's funny, my watch says 6 o'clock.
Oh, yes, that's right. I put the clock back half an hour so that you could have a little extra zizz.
What? Socks. Clara, what do you mean there's still an awful lot we don't know about each other? It would be terrible if we knew everything about each other already.
Really, are you sure?
Listen, that's the car. I haven't got my script or my glasses.
Now, there you are, CD. I'd even forgotten that you sometimes wear glasses. That magazine in the hairdressers was right. It said you really ought to... What was it? You really ought to try it together before you could even possibly think of doing it.
Won't be a second, old son.
So you see, honestly, CD, I thought the best thing would be for me to move in here, so as we could sort of try it out together.
Won't be a sec. Clara?
Well, doing married things, of course.
Try out doing married things?
Well, yes, this magazine said you really should. It said that everybody has unplumbed depths that really need to be plumbed before you could possibly think of rushing into the state of holy deadlock.
Wedlock.
Sorry?
Yeah, I won't be a second, old son.
So you see, CD, I thought when you come back here tonight, we should start living together as man and wife. Without the actual man and wife bit.
I see. You mean no ice cream, just the wafers?
I mean, that's the bit you get married for, isn't it? We can try out all the other bits before.
Yeah.
You're going to be awfully late. Are these your glasses?
Yeah. Are those your sticky little finger marks all over them?
Well, there you are, CD. That's precisely the sort of thing I ought to learn not to do. Now hurry up or you won't get there at all. CD!
Yeah?
Men, honestly.
Clara? Clara? Have you gone home or are you still here?
Hello there.
Hello, Clara.
CD, you are clever. How on earth did you know it was me?
Well, process of elimination. You see, none of the other lads in the flat wears a negligee. Well, apart from Tony. But his has got little pink hearts going all the way down the sleeve.
Have you noticed anything?
Noticed it? I've noticed you're still here, Clara. That's one thing I've noticed. Now, come on. What are your parents going to say? Now, let me take you home.
That's the whole point, CD. Not till you say what I look like.
Well, you look fine, Clara. Slightly anemic, perhaps.
Seriously, CD, this is what I could look like when you come home one day. And it's this sort of thing, the depths of marriage, that we really have to plumb.
I see. All right, Clara, I see.
You see, honestly, CD, life is not always exactly a bowl of cherries.
No, sometimes it's a dish of blouse buttons.
Now, look, you just put your feet up, make yourself comfy. There we are, higher than the heart. And I'll go and find your slippers and thingy.
Good thinking, Clara, except I don't have any slippers and I don't smoke a thingy.
Now, there you are, CD. That's exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about. I could have wasted an awful lot of our marriage looking for your slippers. And your thingy. Comfy? I'll just go and switch the television on. How does it work?
Well, you just turn the switch on, Clara.
Yes. Which one?
The one on the left. Left.
Which is?
Left.
Yes. Which way does it turn?
Clockwise.
Sorry? All right.
Oh, terrific, terrific.
It doesn't seem to be coming on. Oh, it's the news. go to watch the news. It's so depressing.
I don't want to watch the news because it's so depressing.
That's funny, CD. That's exactly what I just said. It's a very good sign when you start thinking alike.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now you've nearly finished your drink. Let me get you another. Now, don't move.
I can't.
What was in it?
Scotch.
Scotch. Scotch. How much do you like?
About 2 fingers.
This is all finding out, you see.
Clara, I can't drink all that.
Oh, well, just drink what you can, leave the rest. Well, as my father says, just drink the bottom bit.
Cheers.
Are you all right?
Fine, my feet are in the air, I've got half a pint of scotch and I'm not watching the news. I mean, what else can a man want?
I'll get the dinner soon.
The dinner?
Well, you must eat something, CD. You hardly had any breakfast.
You'll be surprised at the goodness in a button.
You are awfully nice. I'll just go and change. Gosh, I hope it's done. It's been in for ages.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Do you really think so?
Mm.
It looks a bit under the weather to me. Is that enough?
That's plenty. That's plenty.
Peas?
Yes, please. That's plenty. That's plenty.
Oh, they're funny. I'm sure they shouldn't be like that. I followed the instructions to a P. Oh, heavens, the potatoes. I forgot the potatoes.
They're much better for you. You know, they're good for the teeth.
Is it really all right?
Fine. Fine. Clara? Are you sure you've remembered everything?
Yes, of course I've remembered everything. I mean, honestly, CD, nowadays cooking is so easy. What is there to forget? I forgot to light the oven. CD, I forgot to light the oven.
Clara, couldn't matter less. I mean, cooking like this is much more economical. And you certainly don't want to get into the habit of overcooking the vegetables. Couldn't matter less.
Now I've ruined everything. I wanted this part to be so nice, and now I've ruined everything.
Couldn't matter less, Clara. Honestly.
Now you've
I'm not hungry. I never eat in the evening.
You've got some idea of what it's going to be like.
Clara, it couldn't matter less.
Honestly, why are you being so nice to me? I can't even cook a meal that doesn't require cooking.
That's exactly why I love you.
No, you don't. How can you possibly love me? If I'm like this now, what on earth am I going to be like on our Golden Jubilee?
Clara...
Oh, I think you better go home.
I live here, Clara.
Well, I'd better go home. I suppose you want to call the whole job off now.
Clara, when are you going to get it into your head that it's you I want to marry tomorrow? Not some epitome of domestic perfection.
Yes, but what about this evening? I mean, talk about epitomes. This must rank as one of the great all-time bottoms.
As a matter of fact, it couldn't have been more perfect. You know what we say in the theatre? A bad dress rehearsal usually means a good performance.
No, honestly?
Yes, honestly. Wasn't so bad after all, was it, getting married?
No. I quite enjoyed it, really. Not like my poor cousin Arabelle's wedding.
Bear with it. What happened at Cousin Arabelle's wedding, Clara?
Oh, I must have told you.
No.
Well, they got through all that bit, you know, dost thou take this Arabelle, etc., to be thy lawful wedded horse.
Wife.
And... Sorry?
Wife, lawfully wedded wife.
What did I say?
Horse.
Did I?
Freudian slip.
Oh, yes, probably. My mother bought it for me. Anyway, they never got any further than the just cause and impediment bit. It was a terribly grand wedding, you know, matters of social and personal all over the church. And when the bishop said, anybody know of any reason why these two should not be joined in holy matrimony, this duke stood up in his pew and shouted, yes, I do. She leaves crumbs in the bed.
That's a punchline.
No, honestly.
Say good night, Clara.
Good night.
Good night.